Miami Heat Nation, what is going on? So we do got a special guest, man. My man Amir. Check his YouTube channel at Team to Beat. You guys know who he is, man. We do roundtables together, even though we haven't done one in a long, long time. You got to go tell the guys, Martell, Ernest, we gotta do something, man, because I don't know what the hell we doing. But anyways, today we are going to be talking about, was Kel'el Ware the wrong pick for the Miami Heat? Because we're seeing these rookies playing really, really good and providing good minutes for these teams. Example, Dalton Connect had a breakout game with the Lakers just last night. He's doing MJ shrugs. Jared McCain has been stepping up and for the 76ers, with Joel Embiid being out for a little bit. Now he's back with Tyrese Maxey missing time, and he's still playing some really, really good basketball. And those two picks were pretty much near where the Miami Heat had Kel'el Ware at. And I know we're super, super excited with Kel'el Ware, but it looks like the front office is on different pages, right? You got Pat Riley and you got Spo. It looks like Spo didn't want a big, and it looks like Pat Riley does want a big. So obviously, we're going to be asking Amir, how does he feel about that? Would you take a guard on this team? Are you happy with Kel'el Ware? Because we just haven't seen enough from Kel'el Ware, and I don't know if we are going to see enough. So let me know what you guys think. And once again, subscribe to this channel and drop a like, comment, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we can't really tell yet because Kel'el Ware's played 48 minutes total across 8 appearances in what 12 games or whatever where the 13 games, whatever it's been. So there's been like 5 games where he didn't play at all. He's only come in mostly like in junk time at that point. Like when the game's already over, he's only getting 2 minutes here, 6 minutes there. So he's not getting enough time to make an impact or get in rhythm. And you could see it. Like we think we know shit because we have podcasts and we're fans, but like these are NBA organizations. Like these are the best of the best. Like they see him behind closed doors, and we think, why is Spo not giving him some time? Which I think he should. I think he deserves some more time. But I also think he's raw. You see him in moments where he's fumbling the ball. I think it's psychological. Like he has the skill set to play. He's got the size to make the impact. It's all the mental. Like the game is so fast when you first start playing basketball in the league. D Wade said the game slowed down in year 2, year 3 quickly for him where he was able to win a championship. Sometimes that takes players 5, 6 years before that actually happens. So I don't think it's fair to say anything yet because Dalton Connect's played 200 minutes so far. Like he's playing, he's getting minutes. He's averaging 22 minutes per game. He's played 14 games. So it's unfair to compare, but would those guys have made an impact for the Miami Heat now? Were they like the Jaime type guys who've been in college longer who could have made an impact now? I think so. So the question was, why select Kel'el Ware when we're trying to win one last championship or win a championship in that last year of the Jimmy Bill, right? Like we're in a win now mentality. We're trying to trade for Dame and all these guys. Like, why would you draft a project? Is my question. Do you think that was the biggest mistake, or do you think the Heat should have drafted someone ready, like a Connect? Because he fell. I don't watch college. I don't know shit about college. So when I saw Connect was going to be like a top 7, 10 prospect, and he fell to 15, I'm like, the Heat should get him. The Heat should get him. He's a sharpshooter. He's 6'7". Like he's good. If you're in the top 10, you're projected to be good. So I was hoping that we got him, but I was okay with getting Kel'el Ware as well because we needed the 7-footer. We need some size. So I don't know.
Well,
How do you?
and it's like, if you think about it, like, right, when you just look at the redraft real quick, the number 1 pick's playing, number 2 pick's playing, number 3 pick's playing. Castle's getting more minutes, Holland's getting more minutes, Klingon's playing. Only one out of this top 10 that's not playing much is Rob Dillingham, right? But Zach Edey's playing, Cody Williams is playing from the Utah. And even when you go down, right, Devin Carter's hurt. I'm sure he will be cracking that Kings rotation. Toppage is hurt. He'll be cracking that rotation when he comes back. And then you look at Kel'el Ware at 15. So a lot of these rookies are playing, and then obviously Jared McCain, Donald Connect, Tristan De Silva. So those are the top 18 picks. Majority of these players are playing. And if they're not playing, they're getting 10 to 11 minutes, right? So Kel'el Ware is not even cracking that. It's unless it's a blowout, unless somebody's in foul trouble, and that's even hardly, and that's when Kevin Love was out. So you got to force to play Kel'el Ware and stuff like that. Spo does not trust young guys. It's simple as that. He still doesn't even trust Jovic, and this is what his 3rd, 4th seat, whatever it is. I don't remember, but he still doesn't trust him. And they asked him, like, what is it? And he pretty much answered the question, like, listen, If you're not great on the defensive end, or he said some comment. I don't know if you remember it, Amir, but so he just doesn't trust Kel'el Ware, and it's weird because when's the last time in Miami he had like a big with Bam? You know, are we looking back at, you could say, the Kelly Olynyk days, Mario Leonard's day? Like, when's the last time? Like, have a legit big that can literally protect the rim and help Bam out. You know what I mean? So it's just very, very weird. And it's still early, so you can't say all this you give up on him, stuff like that. But you seen Jaime. As soon as Jaime got drafted, he was playing right away. He got in the game and stuff like that. So you see Jovic, you see players like Jovic, you see players like Kel'el Ware, and they're not getting into the game. So we don't know what's happening behind the scenes, and then we just don't know. But when you got Thomas Bryant, you got Kevin Love, who's not washed up, by the way, he's just older, and you can't put a young guy in. It's a little bit concerning because I'm seeing players like Dalton Connect, who's on a Lakers team. Listen, the Lakers they have championship aspirations just like the Miami Heat. And we all know JJ Redick, he don't care. If you're not good and you're not a positive, you're not playing. Look what he did with D'Lo. As soon as he bends D'Lo, the Lakers have been on a win streak. You've been
Smart.
playing the players. So it's just like I don't know what it is, but like I said, Dalton Connect is averaging about 11 points a game. 11 points a game, which is pretty good. He actually I think he's on top of the rookie like leaderboard now, because after the performance, the dude's shooting 46% from the 3-point line. He's shooting about he attempts like 5 threes a game, 46% from the 3-point line. And after yesterday, I'm pretty sure that's going to change. I mean, the dude was a plus 18, 12 for 16, which is absolutely incredible. 9 for 12 at the 3-point line, which is 75% and 37 points. That's just Dalton Connect alone. But not only that, there's other games where he played big too. Against the Pelicans, he had 27. Against the Spurs, he had 14. Against Memphis, he had 19. And against Toronto, he only had 5, but that's when his minutes were down. When his minutes is up 31, 26, 37, and 38, we're seeing big numbers coming from a rookie. You know what I mean? And then when you just look at Jerry McCain, you can be like, well, oh, injuries played a factor. Yeah, injuries always play a factor. That's how these young players get their chance and opportunity. You could say it in football. Look at Jordan Mason when Christian McCaffrey went out. I'm using that example because
Don't bring up the Niners. Don't bring up the Niners right now. The most
I'm
torturous football. Actually, Cowboys are more torturous because you guys spend more money than we do. But still, you know how it is.
I'm so that's how players step up, and Jared McCain's looking really, really good for this 76ers team. And it's just a little it's just a little annoying to see it because Jared McCain's averaging 15 points a game. His last
Total, like in the
yeah,
rookie.
yeah, he's averaging 15 points a game, shooting 40% from the 3-point line and 47% from the field. So
And
this dude,
Maxi's only been out a few games. It's not like Maxi's been out that many
yeah.
games, right? Like
So
4 games.
outside of 2 bad games, and literally the bad game he only had 3 minutes, so I'm sure he got hurt or something happened. But literally 19 points, 12 points, 18 points, 27 points, 23, 34, 29, and 20, all efficient at that. So he's just a smart basketball player. And so I know a lot of Miami Heat players complain about our backup point guard. Well, listen, guys, if we had a Jerry McCain, that would be a perfect backup point guard. We would have more shooting. We can get off the Duncan Robinson contract if we had a Dalton Connect. So you can kind of look at these different things because Dalton Connect can replace a Duncan Robinson on a cheaper deal. So it's
And he's
unfortunate.
better. And he's better, gonna be better. He's not better. He's not better today. I mean, like he's having a better week, but Duncan Robinson's been in the league longer, but he's athletic. He can actually like Duncan finally is learning how to put
Yeah.
the ball on the floor. He's improved outside of a specialist the last season and a half. But Connect is doing that right now in his rookie year. He had 4 dunks last night. He had
Yeah.
4 dunks. Like he's more athletic than Duncan. He can get to the rim. That's not his profile. His profile was white boy sharpshooter. I guess we didn't need it because we already had one, but you can't think that way just because you have Duncan Robinson. Wasn't it beneficial that we had Max Strus? Luckily that we got him off off Sioux Falls, right? Like and developed him, who eventually leave. It was good to have that because we still struggled as a or no, we actually were a better 3-point shooting team at that time because we had more 3-point shooters, which is what this Miami Heat team needs is backup point guard, like you mentioned. That would have been nice, but we also need 3-point shooting, which we're doing good at actually, because Tyler Hero is crushing it, averaging 46% from 3. Duncan's getting a little bit better. We're actually top 10 in threes. I think is the only reason why we're staying afloat right now with how bad we've been playing right against the good teams. So I agree with you, man. Like we could have used the Connect, who was like replacing Duncan because we probably won't see him after next year. could have been a backup point guard, but we chose Kel'el Ware instead for some reason, and he's not getting the time. But like, he needs the time. He needs to go to Sioux Falls. If you're not going to play him and let him rot, because also think about this, Thomas Bryant is not playing. Kevin Love is back. He's getting 10, 12 minutes max. The rest of those minutes now are not going to Kel'el Ware or Thomas Bryant right now. So it's like, what's the point? Just put Kel'el Ware in the G League for a month, let him dominate and get some confidence, and at least get him like let him get some competitive reps versus practice. Because all he's doing is practicing, making his teammates better, and rotting on the bench. Like put him in the Skyforce, right? I mean, we'll close there, but do you think it makes sense just like give him an opportunity to at least hoop?
No, I think that's what we need to do. I mean, dude, the more reps you get, the more you get better, right? So the more you on the bench, you're not getting better. It's as simple as that. Practices are good, but it's not good enough because in practice, a lot of people half-ass. I'm gonna be honest with you, especially in the NBA, and they hardly practice in the NBA. It's a lot of shoot arounds. It's a lot of other stuff that they do. Watch film. So he definitely needs to do. They got to do something with him because, like I said, a lot of people are big on Jovic. I'm not so big on that pick. That pick is still questionable to me. And now we got Kel'el Ware. So, I'm not judging. I'm not saying the Heat don't draft well, but these last couple picks they're relying on for the future. We gotta see what the outcome is going to be looking like, man, because we're a 6-7 team, and you're telling me you can't put a Zach Edey. You can't put Kel'el Ware in when you got players like Zach Edey, who's in the starting lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies, and when he struggles, they just take him out. It's simple as that. If you're struggling, take him out. If you're playing good, keep playing. You know what I mean? So I don't know what the Miami Heat are going to do, but you guys let me know in the comment sections. What do you guys want to do with Kel'el Ware? I'm not giving up on him. I don't think no one is. It's too early to give up on a dude. I remember I gave up on LaMelo Ball, and now look at him. The dude's a star player. So I never give up on these players, but it's just unfortunate to see players like Jeremy Kane and Dalton Connect, who literally was drafted after us, are going absolutely crazy right now. But if you guys enjoy these videos and want more collabs, definitely go drop a sub. Go check out Team to Beat YouTube channel too. And I love you guys so much. And I'm done. Peace.